You've heard of ChatGPT. You've probably used GPT-4. But have you heard of DeepSeek, China's answer to open-source AI dominance? It's fast, it's powerful, and it's completely free. Launched quietly but rapidly gaining traction, DeepSeek is China's boldest move yet in the global AI race. Could it be the model that ends America's leadership in generative AI? Let's find out. DeepSeek isn't just another chatbot. It's an open-source large language model developed by a team of Chinese engineers and researchers backed by powerful tech institutions. Their mission? To create a domestic, fully controllable AI alternative to OpenAI's GPT-4, while still keeping up with the global race in capabilities. Built using a mix of proprietary Chinese data and public English corpora, DeepSeek is trained to think fast, reason logically, and follow instructions with near GPT-4 performance, at least in Chinese. And unlike most Western models, it's open source. That means researchers, developers, and even the Chinese state can tweak, retrain, or redeploy it at scale. Why does China need its own version of GPT? Simple: control, sovereignty, and scale. Western models like ChatGPT are blocked in China. And even if they were accessible, they wouldn't align with the government's strict content regulations. So instead of waiting for permission, China built its own. But DeepSeek isn't just a regulatory workaround, it's a strategic asset. It gives China something priceless: a large language model tailored to its own cultural context, legal framework, and national goals. This is about more than avoiding censorship. It's about building a sovereign AI stack, an AI trained on Chinese norms, deployed by Chinese infrastructure, and secured under Chinese laws. So how good is DeepSeek really? In recent benchmarks, DeepSeek has shown impressive results, especially in Chinese tasks. It handles code generation, logical reasoning, reading comprehension, and even math problems at a level comparable to GPT 3.5, and in some tests, approaching GPT-4. Its architecture is transformer-based, much like OpenAI's models, but it includes custom pre-training tricks, better alignment tuning for Mandarin, and a highly efficient inference system optimized for deployment on local Chinese hardware. And don't forget, it's open source. That means anyone in China, from startups to universities to government agencies, can fine-tune DeepSeek for custom use cases. It's not just a model, it's a foundation. This is where it gets interesting. China isn't trying to beat GPT-4 head-on, at least not yet. Instead, it's playing a different game: open-source collaboration with state coordination. DeepSeek's code is public, its training data is known, and its performance is transparent. That invites massive community contributions, while still allowing the government to maintain strategic control. In the West, open source is chaotic and decentralized. In China, it's coordinated and nationalized. DeepSeek may look open, but it's part of a larger closed-loop ecosystem where the state can decide who uses it, how it evolves, and where it gets deployed. That's not just clever, that's powerful. But here's what makes it even more strategic. DeepSeek isn't evolving in isolation. It's growing inside China's national AI sandbox, where thousands of developers from universities, startups, and even government labs are incentivized to improve and customize it. This means rapid iteration, a feedback loop where policy, industry, and research move in sync. And with China's central planning model, this open-source engine can be scaled not just horizontally across sectors, but vertically through every layer of infrastructure. In short, DeepSeek isn't just OpenAI, it's organized OpenAI, backed by a state machine. Here's the big question: could DeepSeek really end American AI dominance? On one hand, the US still leads in frontier models. GPT-4, Claude, Gemini, all are ahead in English reasoning, creativity, and multimodal tasks. But AI isn't just about models. It's about deployment, distribution, and who controls the narrative. And this is where DeepSeek is dangerous. It's free, it's national, it's scalable, and it runs on Chinese data, in Chinese cloud platforms, and through Chinese applications. This is China building AI for 1.4 billion people, on its terms. DeepSeek's greatest advantage isn't speed or creativity, it's integration. Imagine this: a sovereign model powering smart cities, state media, education systems, law enforcement, e-commerce, all through one controllable AI backbone. This isn't theory, it's already happening. China's digital ecosystem is massive and vertically integrated. By embedding DeepSeek into everything, from Baidu search to WeChat services, China gains something no Western company has: full-stack AI control. This is less about performance and more about presence. In today's AI geopolitics, models are like missiles. They reflect power, capability, and reach. With DeepSeek, China now has a deployable, modifiable, trainable weapon in the AI arms race, and unlike GPT-4, it can be molded to fit national values without asking Silicon Valley for permission. As the U.S. struggles with regulation, lawsuits, and existential debates, China is simply building, fast, quiet, and focused. It doesn't have to win in English. It only needs to win at home and influence abroad. And don't underestimate the export potential. China has already exported surveillance tech to over 70 countries. Now imagine those systems upgraded with DeepSeek as the engine. From smart policing to border AI to real-time translation for propaganda, DeepSeek could become a quiet force behind the digital governance tools of tomorrow's developing world. This isn't just about domestic dominance, it's about international diffusion. Spreading AI influence not by selling chips, but by exporting trained intelligence. Let's be fair, GPT-4 is still the most powerful LLM on the planet. It excels in reasoning, has superior alignment, and dominates the global developer ecosystem. But it's also closed, expensive, US-controlled. DeepSeek is different. Lower cost, local alignment, full open-source flexibility, growing national support, and crucially, data sovereignty. It may not beat GPT-4 head-on yet, but it doesn't have to. If China builds 1,000 DeepSeek-powered applications across sectors, the war for influence may already be won. So, can DeepSeek AI end GPT-4's dominance? Not today. But tomorrow? Very possibly. Because while America debates, China deploys. While the West perfects, China proliferates. DeepSeek is just the beginning, a signal that China won't play catch-up anymore. It's building its own rules, its own stack, and its own future. And if the rest of the world isn't watching closely, they may soon find themselves not just outpaced, but outmaneuvered. Because dominance doesn't always come through breakthroughs. Sometimes it comes through quiet ubiquity. If DeepSeek becomes the default model for China's schools, hospitals, transport systems, and media apps, then America's lead in frontier models may matter less than you think. The real question isn't, can DeepSeek beat GPT-4 in a lab? It's, can it become the operating system of a nation? And will others start copying the blueprint?